I'm about to summarize a 2.5-hour mastermind that I had for the brokerage and the team in about 5 minutes. So get ready, take notes. We're going to go over some things that we talked about that I think are really important and are going to change and are changing in the current real estate world. Take out your notes. Here we go. Welcome, my real estate friends. This is your daily real estate podcast. Is that what it is? Your daily real estate podcast. I don't usually have the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe. If you're listening in only, please give me a review on this one. We're trying to grow our reviews. I think we're at 40 and I've been running this for almost 2 years. We never ask for reviews. So my producers ask, all right? This one's brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Check us out. Let's get right into this one. If you need the notes on this one, this is what I taught from this morning, and it was amazing. Not only was it really well received, we had a lot of questions, and I know some of you are also listening to it that were there. We had a few people. It went so well, I was thinking, man, maybe I should do a full day event like this where it's a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, and a workshop so everyone that comes learns, everyone that's in here grows. Because the market's changing a lot and the tools that you need are at your fingertips, but we need to know how to use them. I just thought about this. If you think this is something you'd love, just message me. Say, yeah, Tristan, I'd love to attend an in-person mastermind. Small, maybe 15, 20 people, which is what I had here. I think we only had 16 people. All right, here we go. Number one, I'm just going to go through all of them really quick and then dive into them really fast. Take notes. AI and real estate, number one. Community building, number two. Relationships, number three. Number four is organic. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Number five is retargeting. And number six is pricing and expireds. I put those two together. And that's really what we went over for 2 hours. AI and real estate, the piece that I think is the highlight here is that it needs to be second nature to you. You need to be using this for absolutely everything. Not only to mastermind and ask it questions and ideas, formulating just more clarity along the lines of what's next, what should I be doing, how can I tweak this, how can I do this better, but also make it so that it's easier for you to use. I literally on my phone changed up the 4 bottom icons, the ones that no matter what screen you go to are at the bottom. The same. I have Claude, which is AI. I use that one a lot for writing. I have ChatGPT, which is what I use for mostly everything AI. And then I have my text. And then I have Trello. We use Trello. That's where we track a lot of things. You've got to do a much better job interacting with AI on a daily basis. And 2 more things on this. One, if you don't know where to start with AI and you want to prompt it better, say something like this. Hey, AI, listen, I want to create a smart plan and I don't know where to start. It's a smart plan for past clients. Could you create a prompt for me for past clients? It goes for about a year and talks to my past clients authentically so that I can connect with them by text, email, voicemail drop, and a call. What would be a great prompt? And that's it. And that's how you start. And you read the prompt, go, make sure it's full, and then you can start tweaking it from there. That's where you start. And then here's the second part to AI that I don't know that a lot of you are aware of this. AI uses Google and social media to get a lot of information. And so don't think that just because AI is growing and could at one point take over Google, which I think it has a really high potential to do, right? I think you need to start looking at how you show up on the internet. And the internet is really Google and social. That's it. How are you showing up there? On Google Business Reviews. And just Google My Business. Are you posting there daily? What about blogs? What about posting there on social media? How are you showing up there? So to me, that's important because that's where ChatGPT pulls from. Number 2, community building. Community building, twofold. One, of course, in-person, small events, the things that you love. But I don't want you to forget that community building is also socially led. What about Facebook groups? What about building an amazing YouTube channel based on the thing that you love? If it's you in the community or you like my friend David, you and sourdough bread. If you love sourdough bread and you're growing your TikTok channel on that and that's your community, well, why don't you have an event around that? Let's come and make sourdough bread with me. Just 10 of my past clients, 10 Sphere. Start thinking along those lines with community. Relationships. With AI growing so much, relationships and in-person events are going to become even more valuable because AI will automate so much and create a lot of these processes and systems that just routinely go out that people are going to appreciate more meeting you in person, talking to you. Like, it's the opposite of what you think is going to happen, unless you're thinking that. And that means we're going to value human time a lot more, which pay attention to, because people will always want to build relationships. And that means you're going to have to meet with them. And please also pick your top 20 and love on them differently. Go back to 2 episodes. Maybe I'll link it here at the end. Watch that one. Next, organic. I'll just give you one piece to this. There were so many things on this one. But when I'm talking about organic, I'm not talking about food, although I like organic food. I'm talking about pushing social media organically. Showing up so much on your choice of social. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Finding out which one did amazing. Like, which post, which video absolutely destroyed all of what I thought was possible. Tristan, this one had thousands. This one had millions of views, Tristan. Great. What'd you do with it? Nothing. It was amazing, though. That's where you need to be paying attention to organic. Because if it did well there, why don't you put a little bit of money behind it and then watch it grow even more? Watch that influence grow even more. Once you have one post that is done well organically, one video that is done well, magnificent organically, that's the green light to put some money behind it. Put $50 over a couple of days, put $100 over a week, and let social media do its thing, because it already told you, based on the algorithm, which just means people, based on people, they already love that stuff. So do more. Retargeting, I'll just tell it to you like it is. You're not doing it. You need to retarget. You need to make sure that the people that are visiting your website, your people in your database, expireds for sale by owners, your community is seeing you. And your community is also seeing what you're up to, your listings, the MLS listings, everything, because you're retargeting them. You're remarketing to them because they came to you and now you hooked them, especially if they're your past clients and they're already in your database. Like, what's the excuse there? You would rather retarget your past clients and let the retargeting do the salesy job, right? Which is, hey, here are my listings. Hey, I'm still in real estate. So that when you call them up, it's not like, hey, this is a business call, or at the end of the call, oh, by the way, I'm in real estate and I love referrals. Yeah. You know what? That sends a creepy vibe, right? That's cringy. Don't do that. You should be retargeting everyone. And if you need your help, Tristan does it for us. I'm sure he could do it for you. My friend and coach in our organization, Mark Rader, he's got a company that does it as well. So we've got 2 people there for you. If you need them, just message me in the bottom. And lastly, pricing and expireds. I'll give you one thing on this. Pricing is something that you have to do a better job with, because as inventory grows, you're going to have to do a much better job telling the seller, Mrs. Seller, listen, I know you want to be here, but the last thing I want you to do is end up a few months down the line where you wish you would have been here and now we're chasing the market down. So you need to do a much better job letting the seller know that pricing is extremely important, because they don't want to end up not selling the home. And I know, because I'm a real estate agent and I have these conversations, I know some sellers are impossible. But I want you to have also a contingency in saying, look, 30 days in, if we've got no showings or we've got no offers, we don't want to go with the norm of, in my market, 42 days on the market with no offers. Then people are like, what's wrong with that property? We've got to have a contingency plan. After 30 days, let's knock the price down to there, sign right here, done, right? Now, of course, it doesn't work every time, but I need you to start thinking that way. Because if it doesn't, it's going to expire, and that's where you have the other opportunity, which is you got to start calling expireds. Or if you're like, Tristan, I hate calling expireds, great, retarget them. Because as easy as this thing is now, I mean, Redx has got a whole back end on Ad Builder where they just retarget 1, 2, 3, 6 steps, 6 freaking steps, and you're done. Retarget all the expireds all you want. Just have to have a minimum of 1,000. But, I like calling expireds. I like getting yelled at sometimes. Keeps me on edge, right? I love expireds. And that's going to be a massive opportunity for those people that just couldn't, one of 2 things, couldn't have the difficult conversation with the seller of pricing their home, or the seller was just too stubborn. It's probably a combination of both. And that is the gist of what we talked about in about 11 minutes. Thank you so much for listening in. I will talk to you tomorrow. And I think in the video, you'll see the other one I was talking about. Subscribe, share this with somebody that you love. Don't share with people you hate, because I only want people that love you to watch this. Okay, enough ranting. See you tomorrow.